morning. It's August 23rd, 2025, and we're here with Brent Palmer representing Palmer Smith Cattle Company, who will be inducted into the Ellensburg Rodeo Hall of Fame this evening at the induction banquet. Brent, good to see you.
Good to see you, Nat.
Yeah.
But it's been a long time.
Seems like, yeah.
Yeah.
For the record, give us your full name, birth date, and place of birth.
Brent Palmer, 3/12/52, Goldendale, Washington.
Goldendale, Washington. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Tell the folks a little bit about your mom and dad and your family background, Brent.
My mom and dad, my mother's a sister to Smoke Kaiser.
Sure. Yeah.
She's part of the Kaiser family. There was 8 children in that family. Yeah. And my dad, he grew up in Condon.
Okay. Yeah.
And they met and got married. And I grew up in Centerville.
Okay.
Then Mom had the grocery store. You probably remember that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That little grocery.
Yeah.
Centerville isn't small. Kid as that.
Yeah. It's a small town. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, she ran the grocery store and the post office, all one building.
You bet. Postmaster.
Yeah. And my dad, he worked for the road department, and then they bought some property out there and sold it. And then they bought a ranch in Jordan Valley.
Oh, they did? I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
We lived there 10 years.
Huh.
And
How old were you when that?
Well, I was teaching school
Okay.
when they bought that.
Okay.
And then I went back and forth.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And yeah, so I was just out of Holland.
Okay. Yeah.
In fact, I taught a couple of years.
You taught there in Centerville, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Or,
I taught in Centerville.
okay.
Yeah.
Huh. I didn't know the Jordan Valley part.
Yeah, Jordan Valley. And that was a nice place. We lived a mile up the creek from McKenzie.
I'll be darned.
You
Okay,
know that.
sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's cowboy country.
Yes, that's cowboy country.
And then they moved on to Milton Freewater, Walla Walla country, or?
They sold the ranch and moved to Milton Freewater.
Okay.
And then about that time, I got married. But before I got married, I worked for Mike Beers' dad.
Oh, okay.
And
Bussing tables, or what were you doing?
not at the restaurant. I was down to the arena. And somebody take care of the stairs.
Okay.
And have some calves there for Mike when they came through.
Got it. Okay.
And Mike's older brother, Jackie,
Yeah.
and I started putting roping on.
Okay.
And that was the first part of me in the contract.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So after that went for 2 years, and then I got married, and we moved to Walla.
And I just coincidentally happened to show up at college for my first year of school when you came to town, and
Yeah.
I was trying to remember, were you a coach then, or were you with the cattle, or what was your involvement?
Okay. This is interesting for you now. That first year, when Curtis Tallwater heard that I was around,
Okay.
he asked me to come in and help.
Yeah.
And so for 5 or 6 years, I just helped.
Yeah.
And Tim Schofield called me and he said, "Hey, Brent, I've rented these steers from Ed Tucker."
Yeah.
And I said, okay. And he said, "Would you be interested in taking over my lease with Ed? And I will lease them back from you for the college. And then you can put your ropings on in addition."
Okay.
And that's kind of how
That's, I seem to remember that.
And I'm still at the college with the cattle This year.
Yeah,
I'll be there.
that was I knew somehow there were cattle from Dad that went
Yep.
down to you guys, and I knew it was a godsend for him. He'd bought a load of steers in the spring in 1980. Well, Mount St. Helens blew up, and his plans for having these ropings during the National High School Finals, which were held in Yakima, had kind of dwindled, and he was left holding the bag with these steers. And you guys coming up with a place for him was a good deal for everybody.
He was very fair with me because I've been, you know what, my billfold wasn't full at that time.
Yeah.
You know, just getting married and anyway, but that helped me get started.
What so you began helping with Walla Walla Community College.
Yep.
You got your start producing with Jackie and Jack Beers. When did it blossom from contracting the cattle for the college rodeo team to premier contractor in the Northwest, man?
It didn't take very long, and I think why is because one time Sam called me up and he said, "Hey, I'm proud of you. You've tried something that was uncharted water."
Yeah.
What it was, I don't know at that time. Do you?
It was as my radio career evolved, so I just kind of thought that that's how it was all the time. But I've learned, the roping cattle were local, and there wasn't one guy, or the contractor might have had a set of bulldog and steers or something. But you were a trailblazer.
And so Chuck Mann, when I was around the building with your dad's steers, and then when I turned the lease back, Chuck drove in. He was a county commissioner.
Okay.
He drove in and said, "Would you be interested in partnering on some steers with me?" So I said, "Sure." He said, "We'll put them in the trippet. Walla and Pendleton can't get trippet cow."
Oh.
He said, "If we buy these, we'll get both lawyers." I said, "Yeah." So I
Good
went
idea.
home and asked my dad, "Hey, they borrow some money." And one thing led to another with Chuck, and 2 years later, I bought my own steer.
What was Chuck's last name?
Maiden.
Okay.
Chuck Maiden.
Yeah.
Remember Tom Maiden?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, a little bit.
His dad.
Okay.
And 2 years, I had always had calves because I grew up.
Yeah.
So, and I had calves for, I remember the Thursday night practice we had there. Do you remember that? 2 or 3 guys come, that's about it.
Yeah.
You know, but they come.
We had Eldons, and they had Brent stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that next year or so, I bought my own steers, and then Frank Beers called.
Okay. We're in the mid '80s right now.
Yeah, maybe 83.
Okay.
Frank Beers said, "Hey, would you do my brothers?" Well, yeah, heck yeah. And he had the amateur girls at that time, and then Ralph McLean called.
Okay.
And I think I was very lucky because the rough stuff, of course, it's expensive for them.
Yes.
And the cattle were more of a headache.
That's what it appeared. You were a godsend to those guys. You thought, hey, here's somebody that'll take care of this, and I don't have to mess with it.
And I think a lot of it got started because of that.
Okay.
I really do. It was.
Well, and the evolution and the growth of team roping at that time as well.
Oh man!
I mean that.
And then the next year, we bought 2 loads of steers, and then the year after that, Dave and Tricia helped me.
Good.
And Dave said, "Hey, I want to jump in."
I want in on this, but I'm going to be rodeoing. You're going to have to run the show.
So we did, and we had a partnership that was great because really one guy and maybe a college kid helping could handle all the labor end of it. And Dave was on the rodeo, as you know, but as you said. And but then it started to grow.
Yeah.
And Flying Five and Big Ben hired us. And it wasn't very long after that. And we had the cattle here in Ellensburg.
Yeah.
I'll bet 2 or 3 years.
Okay. Yeah. And started with the tripping steers.
Started with sitting steers and then the team open steers because who had the hoofed calves out of it?
Oh, we inducted the family last year, the Eaton family.
Eaton.
Yeah.
Had to have.
Yeah.
And I didn't get the calves until they were done.
Yeah.
And then that came about.
That was an important part of the Ellensburg Rodeos, those ranch fresh calves.
Oh,
that
made it.
Yeah.
As a competitor, you know, that was
cool.
Yeah, it gave all of us a chance because
Yeah.
those big calves.
Yeah.
It didn't. Tom Ferguson on those calves didn't win first every time. That's most of the time.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But so the team open Bulldog was kind of a deal for a long time, and then we did the Ellensburg calves, and since then we did the penalty calves too. So
you, I don't know what percentage of Columbia River Circuit rodeos use Palmer Smith cattle, but over half for sure, and maybe 2/3. Yeah.
I think so. And there for 3 or 4 years we had 52 rodeos in those.
Holy cow!
Of course, the big ones, Ellensburg, Pendleton, St. Paul was a big one, and I just started doing St. Paul Team Open for 5 years or so.
Really?
And I have it now.
Sure.
And with it all of Pendleton for a while, and now with the all of Ellensburg, and Ellensburg is probably my favorite because my husband grew up here.
Sure.
You know,
Yeah.
and I'm not saying that because we're here at Ellensburg.
Oh, you've had a special connection.
Yeah,
with
it
Ellensburg all
is.
your life.
You know, it is maybe my favorite.
Well, the mark of a successful business is longevity, and Palmer Smith is working on 2 generations, maybe 3 here.
Yeah,
that's awesome, Brent.
Davy's boy Dave is very interested in it, and my oldest boy, Brent, I think if I was to guess, they would take it over. Bryce, my youngest boy, he has some stuff on, so he, with his cattle.
Sure.
He's too busy, so. I think, and someday down the road here, and, you know, not too distant future, those boys will be running, I hope.
Yeah, you better just be cruising around and big dogging it.
Yeah, ask them if they want coffee here.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Favorite Brent Palmer expression. What do you think? What do you think, man? Well, I don't know, Brent. Oh, yeah.
I think that one thing that made our deal grow was that we go to the border and get those Mexican steers.
Okay.
And we fell in with Fred LaFell, and he got us the kind of cattle that the Ellensburg Rodeo wants.
Got it. Okay.
Or these bigger rodeos.
Yeah.
And we were lucky for that happening, and I think that's what really made things pop.
How did you know Fred or get acquainted with him?
I'll tell you what, Dave met him at Fort Worth and said, hey, called me up and said, hey, I got a guy that has the cattle. And he said, you need to fly down there. So I did, and met Fred, and we become great friends.
He's kind of the guy known for crossing cattle, isn't he? Or
especially in the late 80s, early 90s. He
he
had
was the guy.
more horse cattle than anybody else.
Huh.
I went there for the boiler Nick, and Fred would have 2,000 cattle.
Is it accurate, Brent, that he'd go down and go to little ranches and places down there in Mexico and buy 4 here and 7 over
Yes.
here, and
Yeah,
it just sounded like
yeah,
what a task.
yeah. And he, of course, when I showed up, he was already in business, down there. And there'd be ranchers come, families, and bring the cattle
Yeah,
to the border. That was the sale barn,
got it. Yeah.
so to speak. And they'd bring them to the border, and Fred, he'd get rid of every share they had. And some of them weren't very good,
Huh.
and some of them were just what you wanted.
Yeah.
But Fred, he'd buy them all.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah. And I think that's why they would rule to him,
Sure.
because
He'd take them all and
Yeah.
find a place for
they
them.
didn't have to take anything home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and on the other end, you could depend on him for supplying the type of cattle that you needed,
Right.
not trying to inject some that.
Yeah, he had the numbers that allowed us to get the number one,
Got it.
which we need for rodeos like Ellensburg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brent, give us some Ellensburg Rodeo stories or memories. What stands out in your mind?
Well, I bet Tom Ferguson rode my horse here one time.
Okay.
And of course he was busy building. And he won like I don't know, third in the round or something. And the fifth that the horse owner here come to like $350. And of course everybody scatters, you know. I don't see Tom. And I wasn't radioing every day. But I was sitting on Smoke's bench behind the roping chute
Okay.
the next year. And I had my rope pen there on that bench. I was that set to the floor. I don't know why. I did.
Yeah.
But Tom Ferguson walked up and put the check in my pocket, $358. And I thought, you know,
That's a good Okie.
that's a little, some guys might not have
Yeah.
even said hello.
Was that the bay horse?
Yeah, it was that bay horse with bald face.
Debbie B?
That
or-
really, that was
Okay.
him.
Yeah. That was a neat old horse.
Yeah, he was a very nice horse, and I was pretty thrilled.
Heck
Had Tom riding, you know, and it was in his heyday. And but I thought he brought that tip.
Well, and we're inducting you as a producer, Brent, but not everyone knows that you were quite a calf roper and horseman. I mean, you had a way with horses, and particularly calf horses.
Yeah, thanks you, Nip. I guess the thing I'm most proud of, that after WB, that little brown mare I had,
Yeah.
I took her to Pendleton, and JP, and boy, he got mad at me. He said, "What are you doing that northern night?" But 5 world champions rode her on Tuesday.
Yeah. I mean,
And
that's-
she was, and Mike Arnold won the Horse of the Year. And Mike Mears and I were, you know, so friends, and I'd been around the family. And when they did the voting, Mike called me up and he said, "Hey, buddy, your horse won second runner-up
to that black horse.
to that black horse
Yes.
in Mike Arnold."
Man, that's
And Michael, I'm saying this in appreciation how great that mare was. Mike Arnold did more right. Which none of them did. I'm not pointing fingers at Mike. But his horse was tied up over in that barn at Pendleton in the fall.
Yeah.
He didn't even ride it.
Yeah.
In fact, he rode a fall horse of mine.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't let him on that black mare because I thought, "You're the one over there. This is my one." But anyway, that day 5 world champions voted.
Well, I believe.
One of them was a bulldog, Johnny Zoom, but he wrote that with him by that.
Yeah, heck yeah, he's the world champion.
Yeah, the Picket River.
Okay.
Yeah. Ray Braben. Yeah, I was pretty proud of that.
I bet you
She's
were.
a very special horse.
Yeah.
And, you know, I got to be honest, man. I think I appreciate your comment about a good horseman, but good horses make good horsemen.
You got to have both, sure.
You gotta have them to do it.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to tip my hat to her.
That away. Remind me her name.
Tracy was his name,
Okay.
but we called her the Little Brown Mare.
Okay. Yeah.
She wasn't very big, but my gosh, her heart was
She was.
big as it could have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brent, what do you have for closing comments about the Ellensburg Rodeo or your career in general?
Well, like I said earlier, it was always my favorite rodeo because being a calf roper, and you're a calf roper also, it was those calves because it gave us, a circuit roper, a chance to win.
Yeah. If you got
You know, because who knows that calf, if that calf was a calf or whatever.
Well, and that, I don't know, but maybe played into your business philosophy of, and it was printed in the newspaper, trying to get the cowboy the best chance possible on the cattle that you bring.
Yeah.
And that's
that
all we can ask.
those fresh calves of Eaton, that was the pinnacle.
Yeah.
And the other thing, as a contractor, that I love about this rodeo is the directors, the livestock directors, starting with Kim Fay,
Sure.
Joe O'Leary, Bill Lau,
Yeah.
Rick,
Yeah.
and now
Cole.
Brian.
Sure.
And now Brian. The way they have stuff prepared, like my wife and I, went and got a cup of coffee and on. I said, let's drive out by the rodeo ground before we come here and make sure that loading chute set up the calves are coming tomorrow.
Okay.
So I go out there, the chute set up, and the sprinklers are on the pen, no dust for the calves to inhale.
Yeah.
And this, the treatment,
Little things like that.
it means a lot to me because, as you know, calves are, they're young and
They're fragile.
fragile.
Yeah.
And water, no dust,
Yeah.
and little deals like that make it easier to keep them healthy.
Brent, sure fun visiting with you today.
Yep. I was anxious to see. I didn't know it was going to be you. I told Bill he had probably been here. But thank you for having me.
You bet.
And I just thank the Ellensburg Committee and the Hall of Fame Committee.
Congratulations and have a time tonight.
I'm overwhelmed.
Yeah, that'll be good.